Yeah. For those of you that wanna know what we're all about, it's like this, yo. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. Like, he doesn't need his name up in lights, he just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat.
In the world of sprinting, many theories have been developed about what's the best way to sprint or what the fastest way to sprint. How can you be a Usain Bolt to run a 9.58 in 100 meters? Or how can you be an Elaine Thompson and win the 100 meters Olympic champion? In our study, looking at 3 types of variables. We've got a thick-soled shoe that has been shown to provide more ankle support and propel you more off the ground as you run. We have a thin-soled shoe that has been shown to be lighter and can help you be faster on the ground. Lastly, we have a track spike. These contain spikes on the front of your foot that are helpful in propelling you off the ground and increasing your speed. Personally, as a track runner, I prefer to run in the spikes because it's something I've been used to doing and it helps me go faster. Hopefully you enjoyed this video as we show you the research that we've discovered that helps you with sprinting.
First off, what is a midsole and what is its purpose? It's the part of the shoe that lies between the upper and the outsole, which is the surface that makes contact with the ground. It's also the part that provides the cushioning and stability of the shoe. It can be made of many materials, such as different types of foams, and they can have different levels of compliance. So you can have one that's really stiff or something softer, depending on your needs. Many types exist, with companies having their own proprietary cushioning tech. And as I said before, these can be minimal with low compliance or maximal with high compliance. And by compliance, I'm talking about the cushion's ability to deform and then return to shape. And generally speaking, the goal among these cushions is to absorb impact as the cushion compresses and then recoil to provide energy return to the wearer. And this elasticity property is what defines the cushion's function. Now that we've gone over the midsole and its function, I can move on to a study conducted to compare impact loads and spring mechanics when running with 2 differently cushioned shoes, conventional and maximal, at an initial speed of 10 kilometers per hour and then at 14.5 kilometers per hour. Overall, the results showed that the maximal cushion shoe exhibited a higher ground reaction force impact peak and impact loading rate compared to the conventional shoe, with this difference being amplified at faster speeds. It was also found that running in the max shoe altered the spring mechanics of running, causing more leg stiffness with the increased ground reaction force load. So taking into account that sprinting involves running at full speed, these findings are not ideal for the sport.
With shoe companies constantly coming out with new designs, it is definitely important to look at the effects of shoe weights on running performance. We can see a more detailed analysis of the effects of shoe weights from a study done by Maurice Moore. In this study, there were 24 male recreational athletes split into 2 groups, a blind group where they did not know the purpose of the 3 different types of shoes, and an aware group where they did know the purpose of the 3 different types of shoes. Both groups performed 2 trials with each 3 shoe weights, totaling 6 trials per participant. With their starting position on their dominant leg, the running performances were recorded by a timer, a high-speed motion analysis system, and a force platform. The results showed that the lighter shoe conditions had a reduced sprint start by 2.3% and had a 3% faster average sprint time compared to the other 2 groups. Medium-weighted shoes had a sprinting time reduced by 2.3% compared to the heavier shoes, but it was 1.1% slower compared to the lighter shoes. This could be explained by the force equation, F equals ma. With a lighter mass on the denominator, a runner should be able to generate a higher acceleration.
How you tie your shoes can have just as much importance to your running as the weight of your shoe. It was found that tying your shoes too tightly or too loosely can cause a decrease in the potential energy the shoe contains. Potential energy being the stored energy of position possessed by an object. The best way to lace your shoes is moderately tight. We also found that the stiffness of your shoe also matters. The maximal performance acceleration was found when there was a plate with a stiffness of 0.42. Overall, studies show that a shoe that has medium cushion, is lightweight, and is tied moderately tight is the best for sprinting. But ultimately, everyone is different, so your perfect shoe may not be the same as the person sitting next to you.